Hey folks, welcome to the Tuesday night Bug Hunter stream. It's been a second since I've been on here. I think I canceled my last stream because we had just done a Zoom show the night before. So I think it's been 2 weeks since I've been on. So thanks for hopping on, for one of the first 23 people in the room. I appreciate you. Gonna play some songs, gonna take some questions, gonna talk about things. The audio sounds good this time. No echo. Nothing broke. First time in a while. So cool. Welcome to the new people who this is the first time they've caught a stream live. I probably will put this one up afterwards. So hi also to anybody watching it later. Cool. I'm going to play this song because it makes me happy to play it. I have Ladybug in the room, and I have two people in the audience tonight. I have Ladybug, and I have my family's dog Oliver is in the room. So if you hear some rustling or some sniffing or sneezing, that's just Ladybug. Don't mind her. We'll slow down, we can talk it out. We'll backtrack, relax, and we'll track it down. How I carve out a space for this to hold a job and have a hobby as expensive as it is. My neighbors all complain about the noise I make. A pipe down, I haven't made a beat though, but I've found my voice in this random noise. So sit back now and welcome to the Peep Show. I've been making up words at the top of my lungs, at the tip of my tongue. Ease up and leave me some. Yeah, I've been making up words, 'cause there aren't any more. Well, untwist from the sounds of it. I've missed half the point, but I got the gist. Now I know what my next step is. Find the perfect words if they exist. Is it words for love? Is it words for pain? And do I stop when they sound the same? Is it better that I pander to the people who will listen? Do I pivot going 80 just to prove I can be different? Oh, I've been making up words at the top of my lungs, at the tip of my tongue. Ease up and leave me some. Yeah, I've been making up words, 'cause there aren't any more. Well, refresh, give me time to rest, to recharge my search for a sound that's fresh. I don't mean to be so down or pessimistic, like an ivy on my skin. I can't resist the urge to itch it with a simple little hobby. All I do is stitch together clever words and sounds, record, promote, design, and finally pitch it. I'm like, please share, please like and subscribe, but all I want to do is leave this unrelated stuff behind. But at the same time, I want to reach 1 million people. I'm feeling like 1,000's out of reach if I don't keep up with the trending times. A brand new state, a new bandwagon with some new pain. Where's my new way? Maybe I'm trending up on Twitter. The only ones I'll reach will be my mom and baby sister. Maybe I'm not bound for money and fame, but my music wouldn't fit inside a status or a hashtag. I've been making up words at the top of my lungs, at the tip of my tongue. Ease up and leave me some. Yeah, I've been making up words, 'cause there aren't any more. For rhythm and the cracking on my knuckles. They asked me for a title, said I'm torn between a couple. I'm taking aim and aiming up a second nature off the cuff. I'm vaguely masquerading and I'm faking that I'm brave enough, shaking up the achy stuff and waking all the neighbors up. There ain't enough to waste it, so I'm saving up and making up words. Thank you. So that's a song called Making Up Words. First song off our first album, Torn Between a Couple. Thank you everybody for hopping on. Cool. So if you like that song, you could have voted for it in our March Madness bracket, but unfortunately it it lost last week. So let me bring that up for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about. This is our March Madness bracket, and still got audio. Cool. So as you can see, Making Up Words on the left side there against Disco in the Panic Room, and didn't quite make it through. So if you really like that song, where were you last week? But yeah, I'm basically going to be playing some songs that aren't in this final matchup tonight. So it's Disco versus Be Glad I Love You. Those are the final two in the bracket right now, out of the 32 that we put into it. So if you want your voice heard, go to our website. Hopefully either Jams or Mars might get a link where you can go vote. It's today and tomorrow. It ends tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Time. So you have 2 chances to vote if you're listening now. Yeah, it's between Disco and Be Glad I Love You. Two good picks. So, all right, back to me. So yeah, Disco beat Making Up Words, and Be Glad I Love You beat this song. Hands up if life is getting stressful, and shout if you are saddened by the news. I need some tips to cope, some data or some anecdotes, cause right now nothing's working for my blues. Sometimes I deal by playing music, and sometimes I relax by reading books. Sometimes I go downtown, climb a tree, and don't come down and throw a bunch of pine cones at people. A crowd has formed around my tree, just out of reach, and the police have blocked the street on every side. But no one can climb it, and I think it's cause they know I have a pine cone here for everyone who tries. I yell, I'm gonna live to be 100. I'm gonna see them cure disease, and I'm gonna watch them go to war over the royalty. So if you need me, I'll be in the tree. Yeah, if you need me, I'll be in the tree. There's several cameras pointed up into my tree. It seems the world's concerned with what I might do next. Throwing pine cones at photographers from up here in this conifer, like Tarzan getting scouted by the Mets. Yeah, I'm gonna live to be 1,000. Got robot arms and run on robot feet. Got robot legs and robot head. My robot ass don't know it yet, but I'd be better off back in the tree. So if you need me, I'll be in the tree, cause no one's asking what would drive me up this pine. Is it protest? Am I being paid to preach or advertise? No, this non-deciduous decision was all mine. You can show a horse the ropes, but no, you cannot make him climb. And this tree's a makeshift metaphor, and I prefer to think I'm just a stressed out Christmas ornament who needs some space to breathe. And if the crowd crews and crowded streets and dozens of police are my endless pressures manifested down below my tree, then this giant stack of pine cones, they are the lame and immature ways I deal with them, but also how satisfying it is to do so to someone when they're not looking. Yeah, I'm gonna live to be 1,000,000, longer than the flowers, birds, and bees. But if I start to come undone, make like a tree and hug someone, everybody needs a place to breathe. Just recognize when it is time to leave. I'm probably gonna live forever, but should I die, and that may be preferred, take me out and bury me and plant a tree right over me, so I may help someone escape the world. Yeah, I may help someone escape the world. Thank you. That's a song called Pine Cones. It's off our most recent album, Bigger Than Myself, and I don't want to take for granted that everybody who is joining us right now has heard all of our music. Some of you may have only heard Dear McCracken or Disco in the Panic Room. We have more songs, and If the people in the comments could tell those people their favorite song right now, that would be great. Speaking of songs, I'm going to I'm going to first off, tell people your favorite Bug Hunter song they should go listen to if they haven't heard anything besides Dear McCracken. And then second off, if people have questions, feel free to throw those in the comments as well. I'm watching them scroll by, and I'll try and answer questions. My wife is trying to fish the dog out of the little gap between the bed right now. It's very funny. She can't reach him, and he won't come out. So anyways, I was going to play a song, but maybe until we rescue Oliver, it might not be the best time to. Might be a little while. Well, there's a pillow down there, too. He's comfortable. Oh, no. Yeah, well, Oliver's... Oh, here he comes. I hear him. Let's see if I can grab him. You guys want to see Oliver? Hey, pup. Hey, puppy. Oh, you're okay. Hey, puppy. Okay. Here's Oliver. He's my parents' dog, and he's 12 years old, and he's the best. So he finally came out from under the desk. Do you want to take Oliver for me? Yeah. And maybe hold him. There we go. Okay. Not wearing pajama pants. I know. It's a shock. Cool. I'm gonna play a song that I don't normally play. I practice it just for you guys tonight. It's a Surge of Confidence song, so all the three people waiting for this, it is a Surge of Confidence song. Not the ones that you guys are requesting, but I've seen a couple requests for Common Sense. I don't even know what key Common Sense is in right now. I would have to really go back and relearn that one. I don't know that I've ever even played that song live before. So this is still to this day one of my favorite songs off of Surge of Confidence, which is an album that I put out 5 years ago. Five years ago, not under Bug Hunter, just under Bug. So different Spotify page, but same me. And this is a song that I've been kind of looking at my Surge of Confidence songs because they were, in a way, they're kind of demos. They were recorded in GarageBand. I'm thankful to the people who listened to them and liked them, but like Headlights from Bigger Than Myself was originally a Surge of Confidence song. And so as I kind of look at these songs and think, what would I change about them now? This one I don't feel like I would change anything about. So this is a song called When I Am. Authors never lived to know the sight of you barefoot in the grass. You take my hand and make me dance if you promise not to laugh at me or think that I'm a fool for shooting for the stars when I am running out of fuel. I just hope you are there. You made me wanna sing. You're the motivation for 1,000 broken strings and scribbled words that I'd run to show you first. Your belief in my potential laid foundation for my worth, and I hold strong another day. The structure seemed to crumble when I'm losing all my faith. I just hope you are there when I am. When I am. Just hope you are there when I am. Wish they were so I could hear your final ones again, and every breeze would bring love and cry in ways you never did. And you were the moon to every tide, and I feel you pull me forward to the day we reunite, which you know breaks my heart, will not be soon, but I'll have so many stories when I'm ready to come to. I just hope you are there when I am. Thank you. That's a song called When I Am. It's off an album called Surge of Confidence that you can find on Spotify under just Bug. Anyways, thank you all for hanging out. We're almost up to like 50 people now. That's rad. You got Oliver? He's sniffing around again. Cool. Yeah. So if you like that, if you like any of these songs, I would hope that you might go check out some more and tell your friends. I probably don't need to tell most of the people in this room. I recognize a lot of names, and y'all are my regulars. But if there's anyone new here, definitely check out more of our stuff. Cool. I might play one more in the meantime. Let me do this real quick. While we're digesting that one. This is cool. Mic fixed. Cool. This is our monthly campaign that we're doing. So every month we release a new button and merch item. So a different artist does some kind of bug huntry art, and we put it on a button, and it's only available for that month. So if you're looking to get merch, which is our Be Glad I Love You pin, featuring the Bug Band by Deep Blue Ink. Grab that now. That's from our Be Glad I Love You music video that premiered at the end of February. So if you haven't seen that, go watch that because it's super rad. It was made by Deep Blue Ink, who's done a lot of work with the McElroy family on their channel. He's an amazing animator, and we were really, really lucky to have him work on a song for us. So, and yeah, as you probably can see, it's April coming up 2 days from now, so we will be premiering the April pin very soon. It's locked in now. I've ordered the buttons, and I think we're gonna do a shirt in April. I feel like I try and mix it up. February's bookmarks for Bus Girl. This month it is signed postcards. So me and Ladybug are signing the postcards. First is an exclusive item. Ladybug has never signed any of our merch before, so if you're looking to get that signed postcard, you got 2 days to do it. So thank you, Mars, for posting that link to that. Cool. I saw somebody mention rock, paper, scissors, chess in the comments, and I have to know how that came up. Because I'm interested in that. Heard of rock, paper, scissors, chess, okay. Yeah, so if anyone's wondering about rock, paper, scissors, chess, I think I no, yeah, sorry, I'm echoing. It does that. Anyways, sorry, fixed it. If anyone wants to know about rock, paper, scissors, chess, I make games outside of making music. I'm not a professional at it, but I do it as a hobby, and it's something that I'm just kind of experimenting with. I did sell one of the games I was making on our site for a while called Rock, Paper, Scissors, Chess. It's basically a chess variant that's I think more fun than chess personally, because it has a bit of a hidden, kind of like, it's like Stratego. If it was half Stratego and half chess, it's kind of in that kind of area, if that is interesting to you at all, because there's hidden information and kind of capture the flag kind of deal. So I've made a tabletop simulator module for it, if anybody uses that, and you can play it. So and I'll just reach out to me about that, and I'll get you set up with that. So yeah. Speaking of, yeah, if anybody else, if you're interested in playtesting one of my games, also send me a message on either Discord or Facebook or Instagram. I'm looking for more people to try out a game that I'm working on, and if anyone who's played it wants to chime in on the comments and talk about how fun it is, that would be really helpful. But I'm looking for more people to kind of try out this game that I'm working on and kind of test its fun levels. So reach out to me. Anyways, done plugging that. I'll play music. What do I got? What are my options? What have I written? What are you singing? Oh, yeah, okay. There's a Ladybug request. I heard her singing it in the corner. This is a song off Torn Between a Couple. Oh, yeah, thanks everybody who came to our Torn Between a Couple anniversary show a couple weeks ago. That was really fun. This is a song off of that album. That's too buzzy, sorry. I think my capo is a little off kilter because half the time I put it on, I'm getting a buzz on that lower string. That's better. I can't make your party, I'm sorry. The truth is coming down with a cold or coming up with excuses. What if I'm early? What if no one else shows? What if everyone that does wishes I would just go? I overthink things. I'm so aware of where my hands are whenever I make a fashion mistake and wear a pocketless sweater. Hanging down is absurd, folded up, much too stern. So in the hands of another is probably what I prefer. Self-assured, I'm just a little nostalgic for something a little more pure. And I believe in broken hearts and awkward love and seeing stars. Are we too old to still be passing notes? Check yes or no. It's not a contract you can sign. Let's go back to a simpler time, not etched in trees or carved in stone. So check yes or no. Check yes or no. Thank you. Cool. So that is a song called Yes or No. And I'm going to put this down because I think I'm done with songs. That was 4. That's a good amount. Thank you for all your clapping emojis. Cool. So I guess I will be taking questions. If anybody has questions, feel free to throw those in the chat. I'm going to kind of scroll through here in awkward silence while you do that. I do see this. Someone just reminded me that our last tour as a band started 2 years ago today. It was March 29th at the Stoneway Cafe. Elena Loper was opening. She does the harmonies on Dear McCracken and Slow Burn. If you want to check out her band, Dravis House, they are awesome. But yeah, it's been 2 years since the last time we packed into a van and drove across country. We played in, let's see if I can remember, Seattle, Portland, Boise, Salt Lake City, Denver, and then Lincoln. Lincoln got rowdy. We played in Columbia City, Missouri. Then we played 2 nights in Chicago, one's in Cincinnati, Nashville, Chattanooga. No, I skipped one. Cincinnati. There was a morning show on the radio, Blue Plate Special in Knoxville. So it is Cincinnati, Knoxville, Nashville, Chattanooga, and then Asheville, North Carolina kind of culminated. And if anybody has never watched the hour and 45-minute video of us playing in Asheville, North Carolina on my YouTube channel, I mean, I understand you have to be a big fan to watch it because it is almost 2 hours long. But we played like 18 songs. It was the last night of the tour. It was a mostly acoustic show. I think Kyle was on his cajon the entire night because we didn't have the space for a drum kit. And it was wild because I think at that show there was people who drove like 7 hours from Florida and like 18 hours from one of those small states in the Northeast corner. I'll say the wrong one. New Hampshire. And it just seemed like everybody on the East Coast, because it was as far east as we had ever gotten, kind of came to that show there. And the amount of sing-alongs at that show was, it really blew me away. I think if you get to the end and the sing-along during McCracken was one of the coolest moments of probably my life, because to travel all the way across the country and then have that kind of enthusiasm for something you've written is not something I ever expected to happen. So. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to talk about this. Crimson reminds me, when you do the covers thing for April, I'm going to blow up my voice. So yeah, that's a fun thing that we're doing. April, we're holding a cover contest. So get ready if you play an instrument or not. I guess you can do a cappella. We're doing a Bug Hunter cover contest. There will be a decently compelling prize, as well as some runner-up prizes. Still trying to determine how much of it's going to be kind of voting versus how much is going to be like judge panel between me and the band and Ladybug, of course, and I'll give Oliver a vote, and probably my parents too. So yeah, if you're looking to enter something like that, the songs that you can use for the cover contest are the top 8 from our March Madness. So those are Disco, Go With The Flow, Deserve Me, Making Up Words, Pebbles, Pine Cones, Be Glad I Love You, and Take It Back. So those are the 8 that you can enter the cover contest with, and I'll be posting more about that on April 1st, and it won't be a joke. Cool. Dan asks, how did you meet the people in your band? So Kyle is my best bud from college. We've lived in the dorms at Cal Poly together. He was down the hall, and I spent most of my time in his room doing homework and hanging out with him and his other roommate. And just so happens that he's a phenomenally talented drummer. We're still incredibly close friends to this day. He was in my wedding party when I got married a year and a half ago. But yeah, is also just an insanely talented musician. So it's very cool that I get to be in a band with my buddy. And then Jesse Galloway started as our bassist, is now our kind of multi-instrument ninja. He plays kazoo, he plays guitar, he plays piano. If you like the bass riff in Disco, that was Jesse. If you like the piano in Take It Back, that was Jesse. If you like the guitar in Waving Goodbye, that was Jesse. So he fills in in the places that I am not qualified to. So he elevates my music in a big way. And I met him at an open mic, actually Stoneway Cafe, where we were just talking about. We had our show in Seattle 2 years ago. That was my favorite open mic, and I'm I played first, and then I saw him play, and he had kind of a similar vibe to me. And so I was like, ooh, who's this guy also using a lot of words in his songs? And so we talked to each other afterwards, and I invited him out to a show that I was having, a couple weeks later. Saw him again there, and then when I put up a thing for who wants to be in Bug Hunter and be our bassist, he responded and auditioned, and it was an easy choice, and I'm really glad that we were able to meet in that way. So oh yeah, and while I'm talking about Jesse, thank you, James, for reminding me. Galloway is his band, so he, like I said, he plays his own music, has his own band that I am not a part of. He's in my band, but I'm not in his band. And he has, I think, two or three songs on Spotify. I forget because he sends me the demos of his songs way ahead of time, and so I forget which ones are actually released yet. He has several songs on Spotify. They're all amazing, as well as the ones that are upcoming. And he has a song release this Friday. So if you're looking for Bug Hunter adjacent music, if you're watching this, then I would assume that you are. Go pre-save that now. It's a great track. I've heard the finished track. I've heard his acoustic version of the track. He played it at our Torn Between a Couple show, and it's awesome. So yeah, go check out Galloway. So it's Galloway on Spotify, and his name is Jesse Galloway. So Tiny Giraffes, cool name, asks, what game engine do you use? So I use Tabletop Simulator for anybody who wants to play test a cooperative game with me. If you have Tabletop Simulator, that's really my only requirement. So if you have Tabletop Simulator and you're comfortable with Tabletop Simulator, reach out to me, because I have a list right now of people that I'm testing with, but I need more on my list. So while I can't guarantee it, I definitely want more people to be able to play test with, because I've been playing with a couple of folks from the Discord recently, and yeah, they are too good at the game now. I need to find people who aren't as skilled at it to see if the rules all come across clear. So Eli says, when are we getting a song with nothing but kazoo? So the funny thing is that Jesse, his most famous kazoo part is in Be Glad I Love You, but he didn't actually record any part of Be Glad I Love You. I kind of recorded that shotgun in my closet right before we released the rough draft. But during our live shows, he adds his kazoo to the live performances, and so we did get him on. We got him a kazoo credit on Bigger Than Myself. He plays kazoo in Braggin, kind of at the last chorus. So if you want to hear his kazoo work on a studio track, it's in Braggin. I don't know if we're gonna do a kazoo only song. It'd be a concept, but I don't see that in our future. But I'm always looking for new ideas. So. Monty Smith says, how's your actual March Madness bracket going? I forgot to do it. I totally forgot to fill one out. So I normally do it every year, but this year I think I just forgot that it was actually still happening. So whoops. Let's see. I can't pronounce this name. NMTLTLZ asks in partial caps, how the hell are you not mainstream yet? I ask myself that every day. No. Music is one of those things. It's very subjective. It's very luck based. I know a lot of talented musicians who don't have 1% of the following that we've been able to stumble our way into in the last 2 years. And so a lot of it is like, it's almost like you have to put the work in, and then if you do that, you get a lottery ticket, and then you can hopefully win the lottery. But it's a high barrier of entry to be able to get this far, even as far as we've gotten, where we have 100,000 monthly listeners. That is not a number that I ever expected to see on our Spotify. I still remember very vividly the days where I would check my Spotify every day, and if I got 3 listens, I was pretty stoked about it. And it really wasn't that long ago. So that, I don't have a manager or an agent or anything like that. I'm just, we're all kind of just doing this and riding it as it goes. So things you can do to help. Tell your friends about Bug Hunter if you like us. I can't tell you the number of people who have said, a friend told me that, showed me this song and I loved it. And now I'm here in your Discord. You can do things like reach out to, if you are connected to any podcasts or music blogs or anything like that would cover music, or even vloggers who, use music in the background of things. Tell them about Bug Hunter. I got to have a very cool experience where I got to meet some of my musical idols. There's a tour of lead singers of Marcy Playground and Fountains of Wayne and Everclear and Eve 6. I got to meet them because somebody went on to Facebook and posted to Marcy Playground's Facebook post and said, hey, you should check out Bug Hunter. And then they did. They checked out Bug Hunter and they liked it, and they invited me backstage to their show. So literally doing those things can help us make connections and kind of reach out further in the world. So cool. Yeah. Mara says work put in the labor, blood, sweat, call in every favor. Yeah. That was definitely a kind of a poke at that. As hard as you work, sometimes it feels like you're not achieving the potential that you really want. So cool. The number of people watching this has not dropped at all since I put my guitar down. So you know what that means. Play another song. I always like to psych you guys out. I feel like I'm forgetting to say something. I said March Madness, go vote. Bug Scouts, go purchase. Cover contest, go learn how to sing. I put all the chords up on Ultimate Guitar, so everything should have chords if you don't know how to play the songs yet. Yeah, birds would be rad. Birds would be a good way to end this one, so yeah, I'll do that. I might forget it. It's been a while since I've played it, so. There's a song called Birds. No, it's called Braggin'. Yeah, it sounds bigger than myself, and it's one of my favorite songs. Well, I hate bragging, marketing just never seemed intuitive, so I've stayed back and in the past have had nothing to do with it. But people need a map to see what they should give a damn about. To save a forest, you may have to print a couple pamphlets out. Oh, this attitude is new to me, but things ain't how they used to be. As soon as we begin to sing, you plug your ears cartoonishly. I check the pecking order well before I cross the road, but either way I go, I'd always end up feeling like a joke. I mess up all the time, but you were doing awesome, kid. Time to drop the pouty lip and learn to take a compliment. I'm bragging and I'm puffing up my feathers. A chicken with a switch in his position all together. I'll stick my chest and neck out as I decorate this fairy tale. The color will attract a mate or aggravate the alpha males. So just find a purpose, don't consume. Produce a tune or something new. Use your hands to make a thing that won't exist unless you do. You may not make a masterpiece, get your face in magazines. You won't be the next Newton just by napping under apple trees. Just live your life like you're a kid, painting, dancing, playing. If you make a thing creative, then you pin that shit up on the fridge. I'm bragging and I'm puffing up my plumage, persuading all the parakeets I'm perfect, but the truth is my vocab will distract you. You're just baffled, you can talk to me, but don't forget a parrot's only honest as he's taught to be. I might exaggerate to turn it up a notch. You know what they say, give the people what they want. I might exaggerate to try to sound cool. Describe a shark tank talking about a kiddie pool. And I'm diving right in it, I am swimming just to make a big splash. Little fish in big pond, little bird in bird bath. I can puff out my chest as I float on my back. I am buoyant, I guess, when I learn to relax. If I'm gonna speak up, then I better impress. Make my diaphragm grow and my vocal cords stretch, and my voice will get hoarse, but my story will spread like a ponytail told off the top of my head. I'm up for bragging and I'm puffing up my ego. A penguin playing make-believe but rocking his tuxedo. I'll learn to wing it when I think that plan is going south. No matter what, I'll always strut and find something to brag about. Cool, that's a song called Braggin'. Oh, cool. 10 more people joined in while I was playing that. That was my last song, actually. That was the last one I'm gonna play. So that's 5. That's good for a Tuesday night. I'm still planning my next Zoom show. I think just given kind of the popularity of the response of the pay what you want on the last Zoom show, I'll probably do that again. I think that's a really cool way to make sure that everybody can come, but you can also support the band if you had that in your budget. So cool. Any more questions that popped up? Lots of bird emojis have popped up. So cool. Thank you everybody for the applause, for your attention for an hour. I really appreciate it. It's, yeah, like I said, it's been about 2 weeks since I've been able to play for folks. So this has been really fun. I won't be on Sunday. No, I won't. Normally I would do one on Sunday, but I'm going to be, it's Easter. Yeah. You guys don't want to watch a stream on Easter. It's Easter. But yeah, I'm glad you think I'm funny. Yeah, so I won't be on Easter, but Monty asked about submitting cover submissions. No information on that yet. It'll be on our website, but I'll be posting about it once April rolls around. So cool. I think that's it. Thanks everybody. If we can get one more time the link to the Discord, I would love to have anybody who's watching into our Discord. It's a very fun group where we talk about bug hunter stuff, but also some folks just kind of live there and we talk about everything. So feel free to join. It's yeah, Jams and Mars both have the link. It's fun, and their lurkers are welcome just to kind of see what's going on. But if you want to get in there and chat with us, I'm in there every day. So if you have any burning questions, we have Ask Bug, Ask Kyle, Ask Jesse, Ask the Band, music discussions, talk about board games, music recommendations, and everybody in there has at least one thing in common, which is you've heard of Bug Hunter, which yeah, that's rare. So get in there, find some friends, and hopefully I'll talk to you in there this evening.